In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 18, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Wizards versus New York Knicks. The upcoming Eastern Conference clash on Thursday night will feature the Washington Wizards squaring off against the New York Knicks. The Wizards, currently holding a record of 7-32 for the season, have struggled recently, winning only 2 of their last 10 games. In contrast, the Knicks boast a more promising record of 23-17 as they approach their Wednesday night home matchup against the Houston Rockets. Washington's recent performance has been marked by a challenging stretch, losing 10 out of their last 12 games. Following an embarrassing 129-117 defeat at the hands of the Detroit Pistons on Monday, the Wizards are eager to rebound. In that game, Tyus Jones led the team with 22 points and 7 assists, while Kyle Kuzma contributed 21 points and 8 rebounds. Despite a strong offensive effort, the Wizards couldn't withstand the Pistons' second-half surge. Looking ahead, the Wizards will face the Spurs, Nuggets, and Timberwolves in their upcoming matchups. On the flip side, the New York Knicks have been enjoying a good run, winning 7 of their last 9 games. Their recent 109-94 victory over the Houston Rockets showcased Julius Randle's leadership with 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jalen Brunson and Og Anunoby also made significant contributions with 30 and 15 points, respectively. With a solid team performance, the Knicks shot 44% from the field and 13 of 37 from beyond the arc. Up next for the Knicks is a game against the Raptors after their matchup with the Wizards. Despite facing the second game of a back-to-back, the Knicks are poised to excel against the struggling Wizards. Key players like Hart and Brunson may be rested against the Rockets on Wednesday, providing the team with a strategic advantage. The Wizards, with a meager 7 wins this season, have displayed a lackluster performance, transitioning from a top-scoring team to a middle-of-the-pack contender. Their defensive struggles, ranking in the bottom 5 in various categories, leave them vulnerable. The recent acquisition of Bagley and Livers may address rebounding concerns, but it remains to be seen if it will make a substantial impact. Notably, the Knicks convincingly defeated the Wizards by 16 points just 2 weeks ago. Washington's recent loss to the Pistons, coupled with their overall poor performance this season, has left them with little to play for. Sitting at the bottom of the defensive rating, the Wizards face an uphill battle. Despite the challenge of a back-to-back game, the return of Jalen Brunson adds a scoring boost for the Wizards. However, their recent struggles and the Knicks' impressive form make it difficult to have confidence in the Wizards. The New York Knicks, riding high on their recent success, are set to face one of the league's weakest teams. Following their dominant win over the Rockets, their 7th in 9 games, the Knicks are expected to continue their winning streak. The prospect of a double-digit victory for the Knicks is plausible, especially considering their recent triumph over the Wizards. With the addition of Og Anunoby, the Knicks have transformed into a formidable force, so the New York Knicks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Looking at New York's recent performance, they face the Houston Rockets on Wednesday night, entering the second leg of a back-to-back. The Knicks encountered a setback in their previous game against the Orlando Magic, scoring only 16 points in the 4th quarter and suffering a 98-94 home loss. The absence of Jalen Brunson was notable in their recent struggles, but his return, alongside that of Hart, is expected to inject life into the Knicks' offense. Julius Randle, despite recent struggles, will likely benefit from the return of key players. In their previous meeting with the Wizards, the Knicks scored 121 points, exploiting the Wizards' defensive vulnerability. The Knicks' fast break, ranked 9th in the NBA, is expected to thrive against the Wizards, who play at a high pace, ranking 2nd in the league. Anticipating a strong offensive performance from the Knicks against a struggling Wizards team, the prediction leans towards the Knicks running away with a decisive victory. Consequently, the expectation is that the total points scored in the game will exceed the projected total, making over the projected total our preferred choice for the full game total pick in this one. Chicago Bulls versus Toronto Raptors. On the impending basketball showdown between the Chicago Bulls and the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena on Thursday night, both teams entered the contest with varied recent performances. The Bulls suffered a lopsided defeat at the hands of the Cleveland Cavaliers, while the Raptors experienced a setback against the Boston Celtics. Despite a generally positive trend, the Chicago Bulls are eager to rebound from their recent loss to the Cavaliers. In that game, Kobe White led the team with 18 points, supported by Nikola Vucevic and Zach LaVine, each contributing 17 points. The team collectively struggled, shooting 42% from the field and 9 of 32 from beyond the arc. Despite a commendable effort to erase a 21-point deficit, the Bulls faltered in the fourth quarter, scoring only 14 points, resulting in a double-digit loss. Looking ahead, the Bulls are slated to face the Grizzlies after their matchup with the Raptors. On the flip side, the Toronto Raptors find themselves in a less favorable form, having lost 5 of their last 7 games. However, they managed to break a 4-game losing streak with a decisive 121-97 victory in their most recent game. Gary Trent Jr. emerged as the leading scorer with 28 points, supported by R.J. Barrett's 26 points and Scotty Barnes' 20 points and 8 assists. The Raptors displayed an impressive shooting performance with a 51% success rate from the field and a remarkable 20 of 38 from the three-point line. Their dominant first-half performance against the short-handed Heat set the tone for a much-needed home win. Following this clash with the Bulls, the Raptors are scheduled to take on the Knicks. The injury report adds an element of uncertainty to the upcoming matchup. The Bulls may face the challenge of being shorthanded, with Io Dosunmu and Patrick Williams listed as questionable. Meanwhile, the Raptors are set to play their first game without Pascal Siakam, who was recently traded to the Pacers. Initially favored in the matchup, the Raptors now find themselves as slight underdogs following the Siakam trade. The trade has significant implications for the Raptors, marking a shift in leadership to Scotty Barnes. With R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley as supporting cast members, the departure of Siakam leaves a void that the newly acquired Bruce Brown could potentially fill with his outside shooting and defensive prowess. However, the Raptors acknowledge that they are now a less talented team than they were before the trade. Timing could work in favor of the Chicago Bulls, who will face the Raptors on the second day of a back-to-back. Following the significant roster change, with a strong recent defensive performance, the Bulls are poised to capitalize on the Raptors' transitional phase and secure a victory. The absence of key players, including Siakam, Anunoby, and Poeltl, from the Raptors lineup in this matchup further strengthens the Bulls' position as they aim to continue their push for a postseason spot. Amidst rumors of potential changes before the trade deadline and a 4-game losing streak, the Raptors face a challenging week. Having traded away Pascal Siakam and playing on the second night of a back-to-back, the Raptors are in a precarious position. In contrast, the Bulls maintain a more stable performance and possess a rest advantage, making them the preferable choice. So the Chicago Bulls to win and cover the spread as small favorites is our full-game side pick. Analyzing the offensive capabilities of both teams, the Chicago Bulls rank 27th in effective field goal percentage, displaying struggles particularly at the rim where they shoot at a rate of 59.1%. Their performance from mid-range and beyond the three-point line also falls in the middle of the pack. Despite the Raptors losing a versatile defender in Siakam, the Bulls' offensive deficiencies remain evident. Toronto's decision to part ways with their best player, Siakam, adds complexity to their current circumstances, especially with consecutive games on Wednesday and Thursday nights. While acquiring Brown in the trade adds a quality player to their roster, his underwhelming three-point shooting performance this season raises questions. As a team, the Raptors have not excelled from beyond the arc, ranking 23rd in three-point percentage. Consequently, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Oklahoma City Thunder versus Utah Jazz. The upcoming clash on the basketball court features a showdown between two Northwest Division teams, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Utah Jazz, in the vibrant setting of the Beehive State. The Thunder are embarking on an away game journey to face the Jazz on Thursday night. In their recent outing, Oklahoma City faced a setback, succumbing to a 128-117 defeat on the road against the Clippers in the second game of a back-to-back set on Tuesday night, failing to cover the line as a 6-point underdog. Meanwhile, Utah was scheduled to play at home against Golden State on Wednesday night in the first game of a back-to-back set. However, the game was postponed due to the unexpected passing of Warriors assistant coach Dejan Milojevic. In their previous match on Monday night, the Jazz dominated the Pacers with a commanding 132-105 victory at home, covering the line as a 7-point favorite. The historical regular season series between these teams tilts in favor of the Thunder with a 116-87 lead, and they have secured victories in the last 4 encounters. Notably, the Thunder emerged victorious with a 134-120 win in their first meeting this season, which took place on December 11, 2023. Despite capitalizing on an easier stretch in their schedule to string together several wins, the Thunder find themselves on a 2-game losing streak, and their recent performance against the Clippers did not showcase their best form. On the other hand, the Jazz have quietly positioned themselves as one of the hottest teams in the league, and with their last game postponed, they enter this matchup well-rested, having not played since Monday. The Oklahoma City Thunder have been consistently profitable for bettors throughout the season, boasting a commendable 26-14 against the spread record. However, the Jazz have also been a reliable source of income in recent weeks, often finding themselves in the underdog role. Additionally, the Jazz, having won 6 consecutive games and covering the spread in 8 of their last 10 games, appear to be in a strong position, initially leaning towards Oklahoma City, considering the potential fatigue from the Jazz's scheduled Wednesday night game. The narrative changes with the postponement, granting Utah 2 days of rest at home while the Thunder navigate their 3rd game in 4 nights. The fatigue factor, coupled with the altitude challenge in Utah, provides the Jazz with a favorable scenario. Despite the Thunder's undeniable talent, the Jazz's sudden boost in rest favors them, and they are poised to extend their winning streak to 7. While the Thunder open as favorites, the expectation is for the Jazz to maintain their impressive form and secure a minor upset on their home court. Therefore, our full game side pick is for the Utah Jazz covering the spread as underdogs in this one. Examining the statistical landscape, the Oklahoma City Thunder entered this matchup with a track record of 24-16 in favor of the over in their 40 games this season. They currently rank 4th in the league in turnovers, committing an average of 12.5 per game while playing at a moderate tempo. In terms of pace, they sit 9th in the league, averaging 100.9 possessions per game this season. On the other side, the Utah Jazz have seen the over prevail in 22 of their 42 games, with 1 push this season. Notably, they have struggled with turnovers, ranking 30th in the league with an average of 16.1 turnovers per game. Despite this, they maintain an 11th place ranking in pace, averaging 99.8 possessions per game. Anticipating an entertaining matchup, the expectation is for this game to fall short of the projected total. Hence, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.